Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout London. Well, off camera I did head back to the cannibal camp and retrieve what gear I could. I never did find that glowing bloatfly corpse to see if there was a unique weapon on it. But we are back here at the Fletcher Treehouse, which is within sight of the Bailey furniture making factory. It sounds like there's some type of a firefight close by. That is not the type of glowing bug I was hoping to find before. I think you have a proboscis rather than bones. Oh, looks like a caravan guard.
In this line of work, the only way you see your golden years is if you start thinking everyone's looking but you 6 feet under.
Well put. Where the heck do they come from if that's blocked off? Okay, well... I guess they, took care of everything else. Not sure where the rest of the caravan went to, but anyway. Fun little divergence there. So anyway, here's the Bailey house. We found this location earlier, but I do not recall seeing anybody here, and this limping fellow looks suspicious.
Can I help you?
Why are you limping like that?
He had an accident, that's all. A tree fell on me. Hazard of the trade.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Ryan Bailey. Not much to say, really. I don't get up to much. I work hard, and I keep my head down.
So, you're a lumberjack, and you're okay, you sleep all night, and you work all day.
Yeah? Good. Not sure who done it myself. All I know is that my brother shouldn't have died over some poxy forest.
Sorry for your loss.
Are you? You round table lot could have stopped it. But you didn't. You just stood and watched it happen.
Yeah, that attitude isn't suspicious at all.
Bye.
Alright, so... here's the headman himself.
Hello there. I didn't lose my son. He was taken from me. That whoreson, John Fletcher, murdered him. He can call it a duel all he wants. Fletcher knew my son wouldn't refuse. Thomas would have done anything to defend our family. Worst of all, Fletcher knew he'd win. He's a trained killer since birth. It was murder. Murder hiding behind the notion of honor. John Fletcher is a bitter old man to rob my son of the rest of his life. Someone with a good sword hand should give him what for. I should try myself. I want to tear his guts out with my bare hands. But all I can do is swing this axe. And my sons already lost their brother. I'm Harold Bailey. We were a family of merchants before we came to Albion. We wanted to settle down here, so we picked up a trade. At first, we were just woodcutters, but soon enough we started building our own furniture, and then other people's furniture, and then houses and everything in between. We finally feel like we belong somewhere. I hope the rest of London will see what's happening here and accept Camelot as the way forward. Wood, tools, and other bits. Furniture is made to order, though.
Boy, surprising amount of weaponry for a simple carpenter. But this is striking me as a place I could get rid of some gear if I hadn't just put all of it onto Mad Jack. You'll take some clone meat, won't you? Yeah, this will let you know how long it's been since I've tried selling off food.
Hello there.
Got any help around here?
We have too many workers for the little land we have. But we'll buy any wood you can spare. Give you a good price for it, too.
Yeah, I have wood for sheep.
Great.
A little joke for you Settlers of Catan players there.
Hello
Very
there.
little. Yeah, thank you, Obi-Wan. Hello there!
Good. The truth about this fire will prove our innocence.
Oh, if he says we didn't start the fire.
The Fletchers. I don't have any evidence, but I know it was them. That may not be good enough for the Round Table, but it's good enough for me. They're criminals.
Okay, and that's all we need to do for getting your thoughts on the feeling, on everything.
They were nice enough at first. We even helped build that treehouse of theirs, but they quickly revealed their true colors.
That land is rightfully ours. It's on our side of the walkway. Stopping our field at some arbitrary line is ridiculous.
They have the entire woods to hunt in. Do you know how much additional manpower it takes to haul wood long distance? I used to think they were just stubborn. Now I know it's something more malicious. After what they did to my son, I'll never forgive them.
What were you doing the night of the fire?
Listening to the radio. I always tune into Nigel's show in the evenings. I'd almost drifted off in my chair when the smoke got me up. I thought the whole forest was gonna burn down. We managed to stop the spread with the water from the pond.
Or Butcher says your family started the fire.
Of course he does. Look, I know this fire doesn't look good for us. It mostly being their land. But I promise you, it wasn't us. The Fletchers are conniving. They know if we ever did something like that, we'd face sanctions. Most likely, they'd get their half of the land back.
All right, no further questions.
No worries. See you around.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Yeah, so we just got that one boy here and back here.
Greetings. I'm Frank Bailey, Harold's old man. My working days are behind me, so I mainly handle logistics. Keeps my noggin busy. I saw two people out there that night, shortly before the fire. Didn't get a good look at them, though. My eyes aren't what they once were. See ya.
Okay, so there were two people out there, apparently. Okay, so we have, let's see, question members of the Bailey family get a confession, question members of the Fletcher family get a confession, return to Arthur when we're ready to make an accusation, investigate the scene of the fire. Alright, well, this is the scene of the fire, and we got a little tracking reticle. Yeah, they did an amazing job containing this fire, all things considered. Okay, so we got a dead Ragstag, or Radstag. The Radstags won't be back anytime soon. Well, this one won't at least, unless this becomes a zombie apocalypse game. Well, more than it is with the ghouls. Antler. A piece of Ragstag antler could have been broken off during the commotion of the fire. This must be where the fire started, nothing to indicate how it happened. Now, investigating this is a bit maddening because there isn't any majorly obvious clue. This is where the fire spread over the Bailey's land. Because, yeah, it's a very small area with just a few clues. But this is what we're supposed to find. Dried blood, someone or something was injured out here. And following the blood trail is a bit tricky, but...
I can't see Judy or Diane in front of my own face.
It's not a bit punch drunk, buddy. But if we check around here, eventually we find a med kit. The trail of blood ends here with what looks like a medical kit. It must have been a person that was injured.
Need help?
Give it to me. I'll throw it out for you.
And speak to the boy.
Hello, sir. Name's Timothy, or Timmy for short. Saw the fire with me own eyes, I did. Thought the old forest was a goner till it started chucking down. Could be I can help with your investigation. Always fancied a career in sleuthing.
Yeah, how do you know investigating the fire? Then I tried talking to you a moment ago. And I'm at a bit of a loss here because when I tried playing through this originally, this kid did not show up. So I think I may have had a glitch earlier, but okay.
I watched you snooping around like a prat. That's why.
Yeah, not to mention you were in the room when I told your dad, oh, I'm investigating the fire.
Harold and Susan. But I just call them Mum and Dad. I'm their youngest.
Harold and Susan Bailey, did they put you up to this?
Up to what? I just want to help with the investigation, that's all.
Uh-huh. Thomas Bailey must have been your older brother. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. I try not to think about it. Me and me older brother Ryan looked up to Thomas.
How can you help me with the investigation?
Well, since I don't fancy digging round in the mud for clues, I can do you one better. I saw a bloke light the fire that night. I didn't see his mug. I was watching from the lumberyard, but he was suited up like a Camelot knight. He went off to the old shack over there. I didn't follow him or nothing. I'm not supposed to go out on my own. So, did I crack the case or what?
Anything else you noticed about the man?
Not really. It was dark until the fire properly got going. By then, he'd run off to the shack.
What were you doing at the lumberyard that late?
You know, checking the trees. It's a family business.
Thanks, Timmy. I'll follow this up.
No worries. I'm always glad to lend a hand to those in need.
Okay, so now... we have to go check out the shed, which is... the northeast. it was northeast. I do remember this being an issue. I stumbled across the shed just looking around for landmarks. Lots of bloodleaf to harvest. Okay, well that was suspicious and unsettling.
Did you investigate the shop? My unearthly intuition tells it's a sure bet.
Yeah, if I could find the shack, and the shack were actually... Oh, okay, it was southwest, not northeast. And it actually was pinging on the radar. I thought it didn't. Of course, it didn't before, but... Alright, so let's see. A broken lantern. A partially shattered lantern. Could this be the cause of the fire? Incriminating letter. John Fletcher, I have a cunning plan to get back over on the Baileys at night. Start a fire in the forest. They can't expand the lumberyard then. Your brother, Edward Fletcher. Optional. Check the letter's authenticity. Yeah, you know, somehow I'm thinking this isn't authentic because the Fletchers seem a canny lot and not the sort to leave a letter saying, hey, that crime we were going to commit.
Hello, hello.
Need something?
Found this letter addressed to your brother from yourself. Care to comment on it?
What? Let me see that. Well, this certainly isn't my handwriting. Looks like it were written by a child. And why would I address my brother by his full name?
My thoughts
And
exactly.
most importantly of all, why would I have him burn down my own land? To get one over on them? That's ridiculous. Us Fletchers don't act in pettiness. Tricked by the Baileys, no doubt. I trust you to see the truth of this letter and dismiss it in your inquiries. Later.
Yeah, because in case that weren't blatantly obvious enough, you know, we have a clearly injured person here.
Can I help you?
Tell me the truth, Ryan. Why are you limping around like that?
He had an accident, that's all. A tree fell on me. Hazard of the trade.
Perception. That wound appears to be inflicted by something sharp, not something blunt as a tree. Charisma. Why lie?
I... Oh shit. It's not what it looks like. At least, it didn't happen the way you think. Please, just let me explain. It
Okay.
was an accident. Me and Timmy were sneaking off to the tavern that night. We wanted to surprise Thomas. One of those bleeding radstags came out of nowhere and rammed right into my leg. I didn't even notice I dropped the lantern. We ran off, and Timothy went to get me some bandages. By the time he came back, the fire started.
Why did Timmy try to frame someone else?
I don't know. I told him not to. We knew this fire would be bad for the family, me especially. I guess he wanted to protect me. Probably afraid of losing another brother.
Does anyone else in your family know about this?
No. I think my mum suspects, but she doesn't know. My dad wouldn't believe it even if he saw it.
Yep. That'll be all. We'll use your confession as evidence.
Please, tell Arthur the whole truth. Make him understand.
Well, I can do that at least. And we'll go ahead and run to Camelot.
You hear that? Fine. Nice work.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Satellite place. But yeah, the hooligans are more of an annoyance than anything at this point, and not even really worth going through their stuff because Jack is already maxed out on carrying capacity, and I'm darn close to it myself. Okay, I heard something growling there.
Gonna rip your head and shake down your neck. Come on, jump! I love the pain. Yeah.
Ah, where'd that fly come from? And the other one!
That's the good stuff. All out here. Let's rearrange.
And a bloat mother to boot.
You call that a hit? Hit me! they were rich. I like fighting rich folk.
Alas, not. That was
Tastes delicious.
heck of a fight.
They come. Bleeding cowards. They better stay gone.
But hey, we're almost to Camelot. Municipal plutonium well.
Greetings. Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Oh, does it ever.
How goes the investigation?
I know who started the fire.
Go on.
It was the Baileys.
As I unfortunately suspected. The evidence?
It was Ryan Bailey as an injury consistent with one sustained by the perpetrator. It was Ryan and Timothy Bailey. Ryan confessed, but it was just an accident. Nobody knows it was them.
I was so sure this was about the land. I didn't think Harold and Edward could both be wrong. What exactly happened?
They were sneaking off to the tavern, or rammed Ryan's leg, and he dropped their lantern.
Those poor boys. The guilt they must be feeling over their brother. Terrible. I'll have a talk with them. Consider the matter dealt with. I know Edward Fletcher. He's not one to demand sanctions over the mistakes of two boys. And Harold? Well, I'll talk with him too. I asked for the truth and you gave it to me. Now I must act on it. I shall be glad to settle this dispute amicably. Thank you. You've done well, and proven yourself worthy of Camelot. From this day forth, this land is your land. You shall defend it as your own. I bestow upon you the rank of sergeant. May you serve it well. Now, I had questions if we ever cross paths. Questions about our new head of the civil service, Smythe. Guinevere, our agent in Westminster, has been looking into them for years, but they remain elusive. Who are they?
And I just give it. He's the leader of an underground organization known as Angel. He controls the gentry from behind the scenes using an army of clone soldiers and scientists.
I see. That's some alarming intel. How did you come by it?
I woke up in one of the Angel labs with no memory of who I was. When I escaped, I followed their trail.
Rough. I imagine that trail led you to Westminster. But who let you in? Few have the privilege to come and go.
I'm not sure who put me on the list, but I was on it. I think it was Smythe who put me on the list. They had something about meeting in Westminster face to face.
Curious. I assume that meeting never happened, judging by your prompt incarceration. After you escaped, Tristan and Iseult met you at the tournament. It seems you were more than just an observer. They said you were there to prevent an assassination. Why exactly?
A man known as Mr. X told me Smythe would be there. He claimed to be an Angel dissident and says I need to blow it up.
But you turned him down. Honourable, considering what Smythe did to you. A shame you couldn't prevent it. That tragedy gave them more power. I'd wager Mr. X was more fond of Smythe than he let on. But that's in the past. No point dwelling on it. I expect this Smythe character will take a role in things to come. We must be ready to face all the gentry can throw at us. They're with Smythe now. That gets me onto your next assignment. I want to strike a blow against the Tommies, but I don't want to take military action. At least not yet. Percival is looking into something that you can help with. Speak to him. Good luck, Sergeant.
Alright, well that just leveled us up to 56. And we now seem to have a way into Camelot, and we now have a new quest, Every Breath You Take. And with all the Camelot quests so far are song titles. Well, I will go ahead and stop here for now, but next time we will enter into Camelot proper, seek out Percival, and see what bold quests we may take for this green and pleasant land next time. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we shall continue the quest from here, for the quest goes ever on next time. Take care until then.